We've got the Kia Sportage and the Hyundai Tucson in our comparison this week.
We always have to do this at the very beginning because we have a lot of viewers outside of Canada. South of the border, this is called the Sportage from Kia. We call it Sportage. Sounds a little more posh, I think.
I think it does, Sportage.
All right, I'm Zach.
I'm Andrea.
And this is the YouTube Motormouth channel. If you like what you see here, you like this comparison, hey, it would be great if you could subscribe. We do these every week. And also follow along on Instagram. It's Motormouth_Andrea. So let's get at it.
The Sportage and Tucson share the same platform and powertrains. They offer gas, hybrid, and plug-in hybrid models. The gas model has a 2.5-liter four-cylinder with an 8-speed automatic transmission, 187 horsepower, and 178 pound-feet of torque. Front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive options are available.
The hybrid and plug-in hybrid powertrains have a 1.6-liter turbo four-cylinder and a conventional 6-speed automatic transmission. The hybrid Tucson and Sportage have a combined 227 horsepower with standard all-wheel drive. The Tucson PHEV has a combined 261 horsepower with 53 kilometers or 33 miles of EV range. However, the Sportage PHEV total output numbers have not been announced yet. We assume they'll be very close or the same as the Tucson, and they're expected to come later this year.
The Sportage and Tucson offer a comfortable drive and lighter steering with a quick shifting and smooth 8-speed automatic transmission. Hyundai and Kia both have a multi-mode all-wheel drive system, providing a variable torque split between the front and rear axles. These include normal, sport, and smart drive modes to help in all-weather conditions. The sport setting gives a more agile feel by sending more torque to the rear wheels for a sportier drive. In addition, there are also terrain settings.
Now, we haven't had an opportunity because it's not arrived yet to drive the Sportage Hybrid or PHEV. However, we have had a chance to drive the Tucson Hybrid and plug-in models. And because they're based on the same platform, they should drive similarly. They offer a smooth ride with a quiet cabin. Hyundai focused on a balanced combination of fun-to-drive performance coupled with excellent fuel economy. The plug-in hybrid's gas engine and electric motor work together to give you the best combination of power when needed. When accelerating quickly on the highway, you do hear the gas engine come on, or when starting the vehicle in cold or hot conditions, the engine comes on to either heat or cool the cabin.
Many have questions about plug-in hybrids and how much does the gas engine actually come on. Well, we found in the Tucson it actually comes on quite a bit, which is different than the Toyota RAV4, which has a heat pump. I mean, if this Sportage Hybrid and PHEV is anything like the Tucson,
and it's
going to be a winner.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Sportage has a sharp and strong presence with a tiger nose grille floating design. The black grille spans the entire width of the front fascia with boomerang-style daytime running lights and unique shaped LED headlights. Moving to the rear, the taillights are connected by a thin black graphic across the tailgate, and the wiper is hidden under the rear spoiler. If you're looking for a more rugged and sporty design, the Sportage X-Line models offer unique front and rear bumpers with a satin chrome surround, gloss black window trim, X-Line badging, and 19-inch wheels. In the U.S., the X-Pro models have a more rugged exterior with an available two-tone roof, 17-inch wheels, and all-terrain tires. They are no more capable than our trims in Canada, but offer a unique look. The Sportage gas model comes with a spare tire.
The Tucson came out a year in advance of the Sportage, and we've kind of gotten used to its new sharp-looking exterior with angular body panels, a long hood, short overhangs. The design theme carries over to the rear where there's a full-width tail lamp and has triangular-shaped tail lamps reminiscent of even a Mustang. The Hyundai logo is elevated and integrated into the glass, and the rear wiper is hidden beneath the rear spoiler. The gas model gets a spare tire and 17-inch wheels. The hybrid and PHEV models have 19-inch wheels and a spare tire kit. If you're looking for a sportier look, there's the N-Line model. It appeals to enthusiast buyers who want a more assertive-looking exterior. The Sportage and the Tucson all-wheel drive models have ground clearance of 8.3 inches, but front-wheel drive models just 7.1 inches. Now, the reason why I mentioned the Tucson has been out for a year in advance of the Sportage is you've probably done this yourself. When you first see it, you go, that's kind of different. But then when it's out for a while, you go, it's just the Tucson. You get used to anything.
These are really modern designs and maybe not something that I was expecting from either brand. I have come to like that grille on the Tucson. And I think those boomerang lights look great, and they're very different for the Sportage. These are definitely vehicles that will stand out on the road.
Credit has to go to the Hyundai group that has both of these brands for pushing forward really funky looking designs that are appealing. Now, there's a flip side to that, Andrea. Some people think that they change their designs so often, like they don't have a design and stick with it. They came out with the tiger nose grille. We saw it on Sorento a year before. And you know what? I go, that's a nice looking SUV. But they kind of thrown that out. Now they've gone to this new thing. So what's it going to be in a few years? They're going to throw these out and come up with something new again.
Well, maybe. Who knows? I think they should stick with this because majority of people seem to like these designs. You know what I do love about the Tucson is the Mustang vibe with the taillights at the back and the fact that they hid the rear wiper on both of them. It looks very clean. Here's our used car alternative from CanadaDrives.ca. We chose a 2017 Honda CR-V Touring with just over 61,000 kilometers for $32,590. Click on the tab or the link in the description below to find more vehicles in this category from CanadaDrives.ca.
Hyundai says the Tucson interior is a place where space, technology, and information seamlessly blend together. And the interior does offer an open and modern cabin with 3 available technologies, including a 10.25 touchscreen, exempt from hard buttons, a hoodless digital driver display, a multi-air ventilation and temperature adjustment system providing diffused airflow to the front passengers. This does give the cabin a premium feel that's fresh and high-tech. The Tucson gas model comes standard with an 8-inch touchscreen, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, wired if you get the larger screen, cloth seats, available leather, heated front seats, and a manual driver and passenger seat. Other available features include a heated steering wheel, power driver's seat, panoramic sunroof, and a wireless charger.
The Tucson in Canada on the gas model does not offer driver's seat memory, a power tailgate, ventilated front seats, heated rear seats, a power passenger seat, the larger 10.25-inch touchscreen with navigation, and the surround view monitor. These features are available on the hybrid and PHEV models. In the US, it is a different story. Many of these features are available in a package or on the higher trims of the gas model. The 10.25-inch digital driver display and Bose sound system are standard on the Tucson N-Line gas model and available on the hybrid and PHEV Tucson models.
This is what Kia says about the Sportage interior. It's a new concept for the brand, transforming the cabin into a pleasant living space inspired by high-end outdoor products, furniture, and modern architecture. It includes a heated windshield and a driver-focused cockpit with an available dual panoramic curved display with 2 screens at 12.3 inches for the driver display and 12.3 inches for the infotainment touchscreen. Kia also says that the leatherette upholstery, stitching, and patterned seats create a sense of luxury.
The Sportage gas model comes with the same standard features as the Tucson, including the smaller 8-inch touchscreen, but the Sportage offers a larger available touchscreen with navigation and a digital driver display. On the gas model, it also has an available Harman Kardon sound system, a panoramic sunroof, driver seat memory, a power driver and passenger seat, wireless charger, hands-free power tailgate, ventilated front seats, and heated rear seats. You don't have to move up to the Sportage Hybrid or plug-in hybrid models to enjoy many of these features like you have to do in the Tucson. The Sportage gas model also has a surround view monitor and available rain-sensing windshield wipers, which the Tucson does not have on the gas model but are available on the hybrid and PHEV. The Tucson does have an available leather interior, and the Sportage only comes with leatherette.
So a lot of people are probably wondering, how can Hyundai not have a lot of the same features that is available from Kia? Like, aren't they really owned by the same parent company? Like, don't they talk to each other? No, they don't. That's exactly how it works. So the parent company is the Hyundai Group, and then Hyundai and Kia are given basically a toolkit and a platform to run away and make their cars. And Hyundai took an approach with the Tucson and Kia with the Sportage, but Kia obviously checked a lot more available boxes to put into their base model cars.
It's almost like Hyundai is trying to push people to the hybrid and PHEV models
but
to
you can't
get more
them.
of the feature. I was just going to say, but you can't get them. So I think it's really odd that on the Tucson gas model that there's no offering of a power passenger seat, there's no power tailgate, there's no larger touchscreen. You just get so much more in the Sportage gas model, and you might have to pay extra and they fall in those higher trims, but at least you can get it if you cannot get a hybrid and PHEV right now.
So let's get into the screens. Everybody loves the big screen. So the largest screen is just over 10 inches for Tucson and 12.3 inches for Sportage.
That's right.
So obviously Kia said, we'll take a bigger screen, please.
And the other issue I have with Hyundai and Kia right now is that larger touchscreen only comes with wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You have to get the smaller screen to get wireless. And we have a follower who is actually looking at both of these vehicles, and she keeps her cars for 10 plus years, and she's saying, I don't want to have to plug in my phone for 10 years. I get it.
So the answer that we actually got it from Hyundai. We asked Kia the same question, and they gave us a BS answer.
I'm not even sure the answer.
Yeah, they talked in circles. They talked in circles. So which is a BS answer. Now, Hyundai actually came out and said the reason why they don't have wireless Apple and Android on the larger screens is when you get the larger screens from both companies, that's where it has onboard navigation, embedded navigation into the head unit. The smaller screens, you're using the navigation off your phone, right? So they're having a dispute with Google and Apple about who has the proprietary navigation app in the head unit. Kia and Hyundai say it's ours, and they say if we give you wireless Apple and Android, it's theirs.
Well, they've got to figure this out. This is going to become a bigger issue for people because these larger touchscreens, they just elevate the interior. I really think that Kia nailed it with this interior. I think that dual screen combo looks beautiful.
One thing we didn't touch on, Andrea, is Kia has a slightly different HVAC stereo system. So in the center of the console, there's a toggle switch. You hit the button, and then the band of keys actually change from the HVAC controls, and then you toggle it again, and it goes into all of the quick keys for your radio, and then the knob goes from being a heat knob to the volume knob. It's quite clever.
Smart, very smart. Now on the Tucson side, the larger touch screen does not come with any buttons, but if you get the smaller screen, you do get some buttons. So, hey, I guess you have to figure out what you like,
you know what I like?
Don't like.
You know what I like buttons, and I like the wireless, so I would get the smaller screen on the Tucson.
Oh, and one more thing to point out is that the Tucson Hybrid and PHEVs have a button shifter, and the Sportage Hybrid and PHEVs come with a dial shifter.
Here's an interesting thing. The Sportage is just over an inch longer than the Tucson, but they both have the same front and second row legroom. Overall cargo space is very close, but the Tucson beats the Sportage out by just a little bit. It's the opposite with space behind the second row. The winner is the Sportage.
Let's start with the Sportage pricing first. The base front-wheel drive model starts at just over $28,000 Canadian, and the top X-Line Limited trim is just under $41,000. In the US, the base front-wheel drive model is just under $26,000, and the top X-Pro Prestige is just under $37,000. The hybrid base model in Canada starts at just under $36,000 and in the US just over $27,000. Here's the fuel economy. The 2.5-liter four-cylinder gas model gets 10.4 liters per 100 kilometers in the city and 8.5 on the highway. That's 23 miles per gallon city, 28 miles per gallon highway. The hybrid gets 6.1 liters per 100 kilometers in the city and 6.3 on the highway. That's 38 miles per gallon city, 37 miles per gallon highway.
Here's the pricing for the Tucson. In Canada, the base front-wheel drive starts at just under $30,000, and the top N-Line model is just over $39,000. In the United States, the base front-wheel drive model starts at just under $26,000, and the most expensive limited all-wheel drive is just under $37,000. The hybrid model starts at just over $41,000 in Canada and just under $30,000 in the United States. The plug-in hybrid starts at $45,500 in Canada and $35,500 in the United States. Here's the fuel economy. The base 2.5-liter four-cylinder gets 9.9 liters per 100 kilometers in the city, 8 on the highway. That's 24 miles per gallon city, 29 miles per gallon highway. The hybrid is 6.3 liters per 100 kilometers city, 6.6 on the highway. That's 37 miles per gallon city, 36 miles per gallon highway. The PHEV from Tucson has been rated at 2.9 liters equivalent per 100 kilometers and 80 miles per gallon equivalent.
The Tucson and Sportage PHEVs now qualify for the Canadian federal rebate of $5,000 as they have an EV range of 50 kilometers or greater. In the U.S., both plug-in hybrid models qualify for a tax credit up to $7,500. Both Kia and Hyundai offer a warranty of 5 years or 100,000 kilometers, 60,000 miles. In the U.S., Hyundai offers 36 months of free maintenance.
So the good news is there's a lot of options, lots of different price points, lots of different engine choices. You can have gas, hybrid, or plug-in.
Yeah.
It's quite amazing how these two companies have come right up the backside of Toyota, for example. The only thing they're constrained by, Andrea, is production.
Yeah.
You just can't get a lot of these cars right now. Everybody's going through this, but the plug-ins and the hybrids are hard to get.
Yeah, they're the most popular right now. I like that price point of the Sportage Hybrid. It comes in $5,000 less than the Tucson Hybrid in Canada. I think that it's a great option if you're on a tighter budget. Obviously, it comes with less features. And then when you look at the top trim of the Sportage Hybrid and the top trim of the Tucson Hybrid, there is just over $1,000 difference. The Sportage comes in less. Will we see the same with the plug-in hybrid when those prices are announced?
And either of these, in any trim, there's not a CVT to be found.
Yeah.
They're good old conventional automatics. 8-speed for the gas, 6-speed for the hybrid and plug-in. So that warms a lot of people's hearts, I know.
And I also want to point out that Kia and Hyundai reliability has shot up. The recent 2022 J.D. Power dependability study came out, has Kia in #1 spot and Hyundai and Genesis in the top 4, which is ahead of Toyota and Honda.
Okay, Andrea, 3, 2, 1. You have to say either Tucson or Sportage, or you could say Sportage.
Sportage.
Okay, ready?
I'm going with Sportage because it sounds fancier.
Well, you're already telling us what you're going to say.
No, I'm saying the way you say it.
Oh, I see. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, ready? Here we go. Which one are you going to choose? 3, 2, 1. Sportage.
I like them both. I cannot
come on.
pick. I
That's
can't
a cop-out.
It's not a cop-out because I still haven't found the perfect vehicle. There are things that I really like about the Tucson and things that I really like about the Sportage.
I'll tell you why.
But I want to say no.
No, I'm going to tell you why.
No, I want to
because
say
Andrea's
that I prefer the interior of the Sportage.
That's why I like it. I like the interior of the Sportage. I just think it looks much nicer, traditional shifter, all that kind of stuff. Andrea's mom just bought a Tucson plug-in, one of the very first in the country.
Yeah.
So, you know, come on, Andrea. It's Mother's Day this weekend. You had to not have an answer.
Well, I
already
told you I like them both,
Listen,
but my mom loves her Tucson plug-in hybrid.
I'm already the favorite son-in-law, so I don't really have to worry. I got lots of headroom between.
I'm the only daughter, obviously
being
the favorite.
the best son-in-law to the worst son-in-law. I'm good. I'm going with the Sportage. Monica, you bought a great product, but if it was me, I'd get the Kia. There you go.
She's not going to want to see you for dinner on
I
Sunday.
told you, I'm the
know
favorite
that.
son-in-law. You know that.
I
All
don't
right.
know. Maybe your kids are going to surpass you now as the grandchildren passing the favorite son-in-law.
All right. So all you have to do is write below and tell us which one you would pick and why. I'm guessing there's going to be quite a few comments.
Yeah.
And if you like this video, what do they need to do, Andrea?
You got to subscribe. Hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when all of our content drops. We put out a ton every week.
And also follow along on Instagram. It's Motormouth_Andrea. And Andrea, when will we see them again?
We'll see you again next week.